Hey, shalawam. First up, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at GMS, and to the elected workers in tyranny and the truth, shalawam. This is Nazar Khad, GMS Precepts. Real quick, I want to do some on this video, on this article here. As you can see, it says, there's a devil loose Missouri man who bought a new pair of shoes from a boy outside his apartment and shot dead after he realized they were fake and asked for his money back. So this is another example of the curses in full effect. Okay, just to let you know, and the Lord did this just to let you know what time we're in, right? Because it tells you in Matthew 24 that there's a lot of things that are going to take place before he returns, and one of those things that are going to take place is that the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, and that goes back to what? That goes back to the curses in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. But before I get those two scriptures, I'm going to read this. It says, a 20-year-old man in Missouri was fatally gunned down over a pair of shoes. Police with the Grandview Police Department were called to a home in Kansas City metropolitan area around 9 p.m. on Sunday night, where they discovered the body of Jalen Blackman on the sidewalk. According to the victim's family, Blackman and his girlfriend went to meet a boy outside of the home located on Terrace Hill, Overhill Road, so that they could buy some shoes. I mean, I don't need to really read this. I mean, the title says it all. He eventually gets shot when he realizes the shoes were fake. And that goes back to the curses, man. That goes back to the curses. Let me get that in Matthew 24:12. It says, mind you, this is all red letter. Okay, this is all in red, meaning it's what the Lord's words, and he's speaking to his disciples. He's speaking to his disciples, telling them the things that are going to take place prior to his return. And one of those things that are going to take place is that the love of many shall wax cold. And that example is right here, where a kid gets shot. Now, mind you, before now, I understand that the scriptures also do say that there's no accident in death. Okay, the scriptures say that to the Lord belongeth the issues of death. It doesn't say to Satan belongeth the issues of death. So the fact that this 20-year-old kid got shot, that was judgment. Whether it was judgment on him, whether it was judgment on him on his prior life, whether it was judgment on his parents, okay, and they took his son, whatever it was judgment. Now we understand that there's no accident with death, but at the same time, the point still stands where the love of many is waxing cold nowadays, man. Right? Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now, where does that go back to? If you go back to the prophecies, prophecy in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, it explains it. This is Deuteronomy 20:54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, because at one point we were very delicate towards one another. Okay, we showed a lot of love towards one another. I mean, towards another Israelite man or woman or person to another Israelite. We showed a lot of love towards one another. That love that we once had toward one another is out the window. Why? Because these curses are in full effect, have been in full effect for years. It says so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. And that's why you see majority of killings that go on in the black community or the so-called Latino or Israelite community are one against another, or one towards each other. Why? That goes back to the curses. Okay? So that was just a real quick video. I was reading this article, and I just want to do a show on this real quick. Lord willing, you brothers edified. Until